fight's not over.
Stop the fight!
People.
Everybody, I come here for everybody. Kill everybody. I'm the champ. I'm the king. Kill everybody. Ah!
All right, guys, welcome back to Broke Bets. We're coming off a sweep week for the Lewis versus Spivak card, and we're on a 3-card win streak right now. We won 4.44 units on that last card, and we got some more to play here. So what's going on, man?
Yeah, what's going on? We're gonna sweep again here.
Yeah, we're gonna continue the win streak. Hopefully till the end of 2022. But yeah, let's get into the bets here. So we got this card, Thompson versus Holland, 5.5 units on the line. We got some plus money plays, so you're looking at a max win at 6.25 if we sweep. First bet, I'm going with Phil Rowe over Niko Price. Niko Price is taking a lot of damage. He's got some questionable fights where he can look pretty good. Like even his Vicente Luque fight, he kind of looked pretty bad. Pretty bad taking damage, but actually not horrible in the fight. Just kind of damage wore up on him. But the Phil Rowe, I think, will tag him in this fight. He's a really big welterweight that's improving. And I think Price, like, if you're not beating Cowboy Cerrone 2 years ago or whatever, you're probably not at the best level you are right now. And I just think at the big cage, too, Rowe will have the opportunity to roam around, hit him with the big shots. And I think he's going to find actually a knockout here. Price has been knocked out before, but he does become a zombie sometimes. And hopefully Phil Rowe just doesn't gas out. That's my biggest worry. Parlays. I got, for the first parlay, Marc Diakiese and Matheus Nicolau winning here. I think Marc's going to be obviously the harder leg here to hit in my eyes. He's kind of facing a person with a little bit better takedown defense, still not great. But if Clay Guida's taking down Michael Johnson a shit ton, not that Clay Guida's bad, but I just think that Marc here is me a little bit bigger, stronger, able to take him down and compete in the striking versus Michael Johnson, who's old now. And in the crowd too. I mean, he was in London in his other fights, and he didn't care that they were booing him just for wrestling. So yeah, he'll wrestle to a decision.
Yeah, that's what we see happening.
And the other one, I just like Nicolau every part of this fight. The only thing down on his side is the volume, but I think this fight's gonna end in a knockout. I think that Nicolau, he stunned David Dvorak multiple times. I think he's really gonna sit down on a punch and put Schnell down. I mean, Sumadurgi wasn't even throwing punches that hard when he was rocking Matt Schnell all the time in the start of the second round. So yeah, this is a 1-unit play, and we're following a 2 parlays at plus money structure, and here's your parlay, Carson.
Yeah, Francis Marshall, I think he'll probably be the toughest one for this one. He is making his UFC debut, but he's also 23 years younger, or 23 years young, about 10 years younger than Rojo. I think the stats are like 69% of the time when the fighters have a 10-year age gap, the younger guy tends to win. I think if he gets out of the first round, I think he should win this fight.
Yeah, we've talked about this fight. The over 1.5 looks really good, but the logic that you've put down for this fight makes a lot of sense. It's that if this fight goes over 1.5, it should be Marshall who wins it, so kind of have to trust that side of the wrestling down the stretch. And I think I really like Marshall's durability in his Contender Series fight. Took a lot of damage from Connor Matthews in that first round, but then was able to take it all and have good cardio going the distance. And
yeah, he does kind of leave his chin up there a little bit, which does a little worry me, but I think he should be smart enough to get the fight on the ground.
Right. And Rojo, dangerous for a round, but if he makes it past that point, he should be okay. Then you got Dos Anjos and Pearce with that, and I think those ones kind of go without saying.
Right.
RDA, I'll say it anyway. RDA will take down Barberena probably the whole fight, and Pearce should just be a lot younger. He's not super polished in his game, and Elkins can still be a live underdog, but it's at his age and his head movement on his feet, I just have a hard time seeing him making through this fight. So those three together, I think, makes a quality parlay. Going down to the props. First prop, I got the Nicolau Schnell fight going under 2.5. I think, Mateus Nicolau's been to a lot of decisions. I don't really blame people for trying to play the over here. I think that's also understandable, but I'm just going up my gut feeling on this one. Matt Schnell, the way he fights is just carnage. He jumps into exchanges with his chin up. And like I said, with Nicolau stunning David Dvorak, I just see this one with Nicolau finding a knockout, but this also covers the other end. I think if Schnell wins, it's going to have to be by a finish. So I think you're going to see that under 2.5 play out. Matt Schnell is heavily influenced by the crowd, too. Like every single fight you'll watch where he has a crowd behind him, he seems to go wild. So I like this one going under.
Yeah, and in his previous fight against Royval, he stunned Royval, and then he ended up getting choked out a minute later. So
exactly. I don't know. It's a gut feeling. I don't want to put a full unit behind it, but if Nicolau wins by knockout, it's all money. And Schnell could get submitted by Nicolau as well. So
yeah, I think there's pretty good odds for that too, if you like that.
Correct. Next, I'm taking the Tracy Cortez Amanda Ribas over 2.5. Tracy goes over 2.5 in every single fight. I think on her record. She also defended all of the close submissions that Melissa Gatto was going for, so that makes me feel pretty comfortable because I think Melissa Gatto's got a better jiu-jitsu game than Amanda Ribas. Really lengthy, hard person to deal with, and when she took the back, Tracy just reversed. And Amanda's, her striking's going to be better, but I don't think she has super polished power, and I don't really just see her picking apart Tracy with knocking her down over and over again. It'll probably be a fight that ends up on the fence, and will be a lot of clinch up on this fight. And I'm pairing that with Valdez and Levy going under 2.5. Levy slows down as the fight goes on, and Valdez kind of also slows down, but he is powerful for the first round. This dude's never gone the distance. I think the farthest point is somewhere in round 3 where he's made it. And I just expect this one to be first round carnage and it possibly second round finish. So I like the under. This line now, the under 2.5 is now minus 220, I think it was on DraftKings. So it's completely changed since I grabbed it. But yeah, I like that parlay. To polish it off, got Yasmin. We typically don't like to take chick fighters, but Yasmin just seems too intriguing at the odds she's at to not take this. I thought she could have knocked out Isman, Lucendo, or whoever in her last fight multiple times. She caught her on the chin. It seemed like probably 5 or more times. And I also like the under 2.5 in this fight if you were looking at that, or Yasmin by finish. But at the same time, I'd rather just play one secure piece of this and pair it with something. And I'm taking Tuivasa and Sergey Pavlovich to go under 1.5 rounds. I just really think that Sergey Pavlovich's pressure will force this fight to go under 1.5. And other than the Cyril Gane fight, Tuivasa's probably gone under 1.5 however many times, So
Pavlovich, you look at his record, all of his UFC fights are all finishes in the first round.
And nobody pressures Derek Lewis like he did. He went straight out and he pushed the king of knockouts right back. So I would really expect him to just lay off and only use his jab or a kicking game. I think he's going to use his jab and follow it up. So, these are all of the bets for Thompson versus Holland. If you guys have any good bets, place them down in the comments. Like and subscribe. Again, we're trying to end this with a hopefully win out the rest of the year, and I'll do a complete stat review. I got a big stat sheet, and we can go over some of those things in the end of the year here. So anything else you got?
Pay-per-view is the next card. We'll have that out probably Sunday.
Yeah,
maybe?
I think we're playing
Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
I know. It doesn't matter from the trenches. I'm built like this. The old down to me said I couldn't do it. The old said I couldn't do it.